Hey, Lakeview community, we are back. Sorry, it's been a little bit of a break, but we have episode 6 of Outside the Elevator. I have an awesome guest with us here today. This is Officer J.D. Simmons. He was the SRO at the Colony High School last year, but we were able to snag him, bring him over here to Lakeview. So we're happy to have you. Thank you so much for being on today.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah, no problem. So I got a few questions that I wanted to run past you, if that's cool.
Absolutely.
Awesome. This would be a good way for the community to get to know you, because it's a pretty cool guy. Got some interesting quirks. Hopefully we'll find them out with some of the questions today. So first question. I don't think this should be an easy question. It's just a kind of a good way to get to know you. What is something that you could tell the students in the community about you that may surprise some people?
Maybe that I'm a Star Wars fan. Most of the students that I've been working with, they're kind of familiar with that, especially those at the high school. I was there for the last 3 years, and my whole office was just full of Star Wars stuff, and so I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
That's really cool. I love Star Wars. And do you like 4, 5, 6 better than 1, 2, 3, and then the new ones that have come in?
Yeah, if I'd have to categorize them or rank them, I'd probably go with The Last Jedi.
Okay.
Probably the first one.
Okay.
Which was episode, 6, I think?
I think so.
Yeah, episode 6. And then I really like the new ones that Disney's coming out with now. I like the Rogue One.
Okay.
I think probably out of all of them, the new ones, I should say, that's probably my favorite one.
Okay, cool. So you kind of like some of the ways that they've kind of taken the story and gone off and then...
Yeah, because Rogue One is actually a story that's between episode 3 and 4.
4, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So there's like a 22 year difference there, and so it's neat that they're incorporating these new storylines in there. Yeah.
So you got a little Star Wars nerdiness inside of you.
I do.
I love it.
Just a little bit. Well, it gives me an opportunity to kind of break the ice with students. They see my toys, and come in and start visiting with me.
Love it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Next question. If you were a superhero, what would your superpower be?
Ooh, probably be able to lift anything, strength. My favorite Marvel character is the Hulk.
Okay.
So probably strength.
Strength, yeah. I see Hulk. I kind of see it. He's making me look small. I don't know how much I like this. All right. Anyways, okay. So let's jump back. Since you said Star Wars is something that people would find interesting about you. So if you could be any character in the Star Wars kind of universe, who would you be and why?
Oh, goodness. Okay, well, my favorite character of Star Wars is Darth Vader.
Okay.
Because he starts out good,
okay.
But then he feels that he's been deceived and so is able to be manipulated by the dark side and brought to the dark side, but then ultimately turns good again.
Yeah,
absolutely. So that'd probably be mine.
Bringing balance to the Force.
Balance to the Force. And the Force be with you, always.
Very cool. All right, I like it. I have a Darth Vader shirt that says #1 Dad that my kids got me for Father's Day. So
one of my favorite T-shirts I've ever seen is they're all pictures of Darth Vader's face, and it said the faces of Vader or the many faces of Vader. And it says sad, happy.
It's the same thing.
All those.
Yeah,
it's just the same. Yeah, I love it.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, so another question that I have for you, and I've been asking this in a lot of my interviews, and I'm curious with your kind of police training, how this question might turn out. But how long do you think you would survive in a zombie apocalypse?
Oh, you know what? I think I would actually do pretty good. One of my favorite TV programs is The Walking Dead.
Okay.
And then Fear the Walking Dead, which is
cool.
the new one.
Very cool.
And so you actually learn a lot in those shows.
It's kind of like a manual for you almost.
Yeah, there you go. And in fact, during the commercials, sometimes they'll show you what you need to collect if you just got a certain size bag or go out and collect stuff like
That's
that.
Cool.
But what intrigues me about that program is not so much the violence, it's the psychology of it. How these characters have to deal with the stresses of survival, not only from the dead, but from the living as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So how long do you think then you would survive kind of been watching that show, you got a manual there dealing with the psychological deal, can you put a year range? Because let me tell you, Miss Malone said she's going to survive a year.
Okay.
Mr. Bezos and Mr. Munoz both basically said
I'm the guy.
We're going. We can do this.
Got plenty of Vienna sausages stored up and some water.
Yeah, Miss Abernathy said she would survive 7 minutes. Glorious 7 minutes. So I'm just curious, is there like a year, like can you put years on it, like a time frame?
You know what? I'm pretty confident saying I could probably last 3 to 4 years.
3 to 4 years?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I want to say that I would last a long time. Like I want to say that.
Yeah.
But then
Well,
from
we all want
watching those shows, I would be the guy that's just like walking along, and great, 30 seconds in, and then one comes out from underneath the car and bites my ankle, and then I'm done.
Done.
I don't know. Anyways,
Yeah. I wouldn't fit under a car.
maybe if it was a truck.
Okay, maybe a truck.
A truck.
Yeah. But then they come get me because it's a big opening.
Yeah. All right. Very cool. Awesome answer. Thank you very much. What store do you shop at the most?
Oh, probably Walmart.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Any reason?
Good buys. Well, plus familiarity with the store. Once you get into a store and you know where things are at, it's easier to shop there because you can get it in and out a lot quicker.
Love it. Very cool. And they always got great deals.
They do.
You know what I miss? The rollback commercials that Walmart used to do with the little bouncing smiley face. That
Hit the sign and drop off the letters or the numbers.
No, very cool.
You might not be old enough for this, but Kmart. Remember the blue light special?
See, I remember Kmart, but I don't know if I remember the blue light.
There might be like 2 left in the United States. I don't even know if they're even open anymore. But when I was a kid, Mom would be pushing the cart, and you'd hear ding, and then this light would be flashing in some part of the store, and it would let you know they had a huge sale on whatever they were trying to get rid of.
That's awesome.
It was fun.
Very cool. That was an interactive shopping experience right there.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Dream car. Do you have one? Is there one that maybe you wanted, like when you were 16, you're like, I'm getting my driver's license, I have to have this car? What would that have been?
Dodge Viper.
A Dodge Viper. Yes.
I've actually got like 2 boxes. But when I was a kid, to late teens, I was collecting the toys because I always wanted a Dodge Viper.
Like the die-cast model?
Yeah, the plastic ones, whatever I could find. Some of them had like a Dodge pickup and a trailer with the Viper on it. But I always loved the Dodge Viper. It's a very powerful car. It's a V10 engine. I mean, it's just incredible. But I don't think I'd fit in it.
Us tall guys would have some trouble fitting into those luxuries.
I'm 6'4".
Yeah, I'm 6'2".
So it's my knees would probably be up here.
Be up there.
But I would give it a try.
Absolutely, I would too. Those are cool. That's actually one, like I'm probably my top 3 of like cars I wish I could have.
Which one yours?
Well, I like the Viper and then the Audi R8.
Oh yeah.
Looks really cool, but again, I don't know if I would fit in it.
Yeah.
And then any of the Lamborghinis.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. But I don't know if I would
on the
fit.
sides,
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could be a professional athlete, like what would you go pro in?
People look at me and ask me all the time, football, right? I was actually a baseball guy. I played baseball in high school, yeah.
Okay.
Baseball doesn't hurt.
That is true.
But I do love football. I love to watch the sport of football. But
Boys.
Hey,
they won last night.
They did.
Thank goodness. Very cool. Yeah, I understand because people look at me and I'm tall and they assume like I was a basketball player.
Sure.
And then I tell them I played
that
soccer.
Yeah.
Like my entire life. And
Really?
Soccer. Wow. So I can see that. I would look at you and think football player, but baseball that works. Like Joey Gallo for the Rangers, he's like 6'4".
Yeah, he's
like
a big guy.
265 or something.
No, I don't think he's that heavy.
Or was it 245?
Probably 245.
Anyway,
but he's a big guy.
Yeah, he's a big guy for baseball.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I love the Rangers. Love watching the Texas Rangers. That's probably my favorite baseball team. Watching our Rangers go. They're not doing too good this year, but there's always next year.
There's always next year. The new stadium's coming, so
and we don't have that World Series.
No.
Thank you, Nelly Cruz. But hey, we'll try again soon.
We'll try again. Okay, so I've got one last question that I kind of like to ask. Kind of gives us some insight into the people that we're interviewing. What is a quote or a saying that you live your life by?
Oh, okay. Well, it's actually a signature in my email.
Okay.
It's a quote by Mahatma Gandhi.
Okay.
And it's to find yourself, you must lose yourself in the service of others.
Ooh, I love that.
So I try to.
That's awesome. So kind of like that, like servant leadership. Like you have to serve first. Okay.
Absolutely.
Very cool. Well, guess what, everyone? That is it for this episode. Officer Simmons, thank you so much for being on. Really appreciate it. I've enjoyed getting to know him this year. Please stop by his room. You can check out all of his Star Wars toys, as we called them earlier. Ask them
Collectibles,
questions.
please,
Collectibles. There we go.
There
Sorry,
you go.
not toys.
There you
Yeah, make sure you stop by, say hello. We're happy to have you here this year. So thanks again for being on.
I love being